Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Deva, Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama. Om Sahana Vatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavai, Tejasvinavaditamastu, Ma Vidvishadvai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of the universe. Let there be peace, let there be peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Welcome to the afternoon meeting. We have started the revision of first 15 chapters after completing its first contemplation. This book, which is we have selected for contemplation, Essence of Yogavaasishtha, is such a beautiful book that every time you read it, your mind becomes subtler and subtler. It is like ironing the clothes. When you iron the clothes, some wrinkles remains. So if you really again want to remove that wrinkles and only to create a crease which looks beautiful on a shirt. So this is the right analogy which we are applying. Like if you really want to clean your mind from all the dust and all the bad things which have been accumulated in your mind, this booklet is a right contemplation so that we will be always getting what is our purpose? Getting a peace, happiness, bliss, tranquility, cheerfulness, and over and above relax and contented condition. And we'll be always be cool. So that's why we are doing a revision, as we already said. We will be doing the revision every multiple of 5. Like 5 chapters are over, we'll be doing the revision from 1 to 5. 10 chapters are over, we do the revision from 1 to 10. Now 15 chapters are over, we are doing it 1 to 15, and likewise it will continue till 32 chapters. So that will give us a very great impetus, and it will fetch on the mind that, boss, mind has to be mind. You have to mind your mind. That is only the exercise remaining. And how that will happen? Be happy. So simple. Only 2 words. Be happy. Don't become happy. Becoming happy means you require some external element. If you go to laughter club and you feel that you will become happy, so you require some external stimulus for laughing purpose. If you go to some bad places like drinking places or what, that it also requires some momentary help it gives. But that is not enough. We have to be happy in under all the situations. So remaining happy means then you have to contemplate. That's what we said. That this utensil which is made of brass, जिसको अपन हिंदी में लोटा कहते हैं, लोटा रोज घसना पड़ता है. You have to clean that utensil every day. Otherwise, what happens is it carries the dust, and that dust get accumulated, and you cannot see the original form of that utensil. And then people will say this is not, he's not cleaning it daily. So that's why we have to clean it daily, and that's why this purpose of afternoon meeting is there. Slowly we'll be migrating on a larger scale, that is a YouTube, maybe by tomorrow. But the link will be shared here itself in a WhatsApp group. So you can click the link and you can go through it. The advantage of YouTube is you can have all the videos accumulated, and these videos can be seen at your leisure and can be shared with your all colleagues as per your convenience. And people will, our purpose is to reach the maximum class. So that's why we are migrating slowly with the steady post to the YouTube, and so that a maximum reach will be there. But nevertheless, all the people who are in WhatsApp group, they can join directly. You can subscribe that group, and likewise. So that main purpose is the message which Vasishtha Rishi has given to the Ram, so that the Ram's mind also become quiescent. Same message should be communicated to us also by this contemplation, which we are going to do that. What are the platform used? That is immaterial. Main thing is you have to mind your mind. अपना मन अपने को शांत करना है. We have to see that our mind is been controlled. Your mind has been taken care of. If you really don't take care of mind, nobody on this earth can help you. You may feel I have an enemy outside, like you may feel that at my home nobody listens to me, my relatives don't listen to me, my people in the office don't listen to me, or my friends don't listen to me. These are all external excuses. Actually, who is not listening to you? Your own mind is not listening to you. So your job is to see that your mind listens to you, and that is what is required. And for that purpose, we are starting the revision from chapter number 1. And it goes like that. Yesterday's things also we are reviewing for the betterment of all the people. And we are starting the chapter 1 revision that is called as Shriram Nirveda, the dejection of Sri Rama. So we'll be taking the English, converting that in English, and some of the words maybe Sanskrit and Hindi will be using, but mostly it will be English only. So what is the dejection of Rama? Rama was the son of Dashratha, and he happened to meet Vasishtha Rishi, and that through Vasishtha Rishi meeting, this book, which is called as the Essence of Yogavaasishtha, has been derived from the Yogavaasishtha main booklet, which has 30,000 verses. From that, it has come to say 7,000 verses as a shorter version, and subsequently average version has come as 1,700 verses. So this 1,700 verses which is there, that itself is a great thing, because if you really contemplate on these 1,700 verses, it is going to give us the total tranquility, and at the end of 32nd chapter, I guarantee you with the Almighty's grace, what is going to happen is, I guarantee you that your all people's mind will be settler and settler, settler and settler, will be happy, 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 and contented, contented, contented. Why? Because we'll come to know our Swarup. We'll come to know our Swarup. What is our Swarup? Our Swarup is divinity. Whether you like it or not, whether you want it or not, whether you know it or not, you are divine. So simple. So if you really know that for sure, 365 days, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, then you made a day. And that is what is happiness. That is ultimate which you are supposed to do. And with this note, small note, we will be starting the first chapter. First chapter, first topic is Bharadwaj Prashna, the quest of Bharadwaja. Who is telling the story to whom? Now Vasishtha Rishi, always remember, Vasishtha Rishi is telling to the story to the Ram, because Ram, at the age of 15, he has no knowledge how to live in this world, as we are also not having the knowledge how to live in this world. So what is the first shloka English translation is? Salutation to the truth principle, from which all beings shine forth and have their existence, and where alone they all attain quiescence. So to whom this Vasishtha Rishi is telling to salute? We have to salute to the truth. What is the truth? Our divine nature. We are divine. That's what is very important. So as we said, whether we like it or not, whether we know it or not, whether we want it or not, we are divine. So this truth principle is telling us, boss, always remember the divinity within you and divinity in the world. And what will happen immediately if you really implement this statement in your life? What will happen is, your existence will be itself a blissful thing. It will be a blissful thing. So how it goes? Salutation to him who is all pervading, who shines as a light of perception, illuminating the earth, sky, intervening space, my inner self and the outer world, and who manifests as all that exists. So what has been said now, the definition of this divinity is given. That is, he is all pervading. That means he was unmanifested earlier, became manifest, and after some time it is going to become unmanifest. So why to worry? It is only remaining manifest for some small period of time. So is what? He's all pervading. That means it is unfragmented consciousness, it is unfragmented divinity, all shining. How? It is on the earth. Earth also it is like that. Sky is also like that. And between the things which are in between, that means all the world is nothing but the divinity. That's what is explained in the second topic, second verse, and who manifests as all that exists. So everything, like not only sentient, even the inner things only, that Almighty is only there. So this is what is the beauty of this essence of Yogavaasishtha is, it tells us the principle initially. After telling the principle, then it tells us the story, and through the story it gives the moral as well as the message which these stories are supposed to give us. The third shloka is, he is qualified. Now who should read this book? Who should read this scripture? He is qualified to read the scriptures, who has resolved, I am bound, let me be liberated. वो कह रहा है कि मैं तो यहाँ पे फंसा हूँ, I am bound, let me be liberated. So how the liberated? Liberated means moksha. Moksha is what? It is your detachment from the relative world. You remain there in the relative world but get detached. So that is the moksha or liberation, and who is neither extremely ignorant and nor the knower of the truth. If you are really a knower of the truth, that means you have become a wiser person. You know all the things, so there is no need for you to read. But if you are extremely ignorant also, then also you cannot read, because if you are only having your own ahankar and suffering because of that, so nobody can help. That means you have to have a desire to get liberated, desire to have a moksha, desire to have your liberation from the relative existence. What do you mean by that? We mean is like you are remaining in the same relative world. You are doing the same job. You are doing everything as it is. But then you are not suffering in the life. Suffering has gone because you know this world is an illusion. This is not true. This is an illusion. So as we said in the first topic itself, Satyatmane. This is what has been really a truth. We have to follow in that spirit. Now let us see what further Bharadwaja has said. Bharadwaja has prostrated before all-knowing Valmiki Guru and seated in the secluded place and asked him in a soft tone. So really, if you want to ask anything to anyone, what should be our approach? We should have a Mruduswaram. Keep your voice poised in a simple people will listen, and even you talk Mruduswaram, soft tone, what happens is a difficult work also has been done very nicely. All the work will be done very nicely. So then what has been said subsequently in fifth topic is Bharadwaj, what he asked, Lord, I desire to know how Sri Rama behaved in this difficult course of mundane existence. That means during his period also it was a difficult period. So during that period, how this Sri Rama has behaved. Perceptor tell me that out of compassion. And आप मेरे को मेहरबानी करके बताए करुणा. You have to have karuna for all these things. So that is he has been asking that to Valmiki Rishi, please tell me with a compassion. So now Valmiki Rishi tells in the sixth shloka. What he's saying is, we'll read first Sanskrit because it's a beautiful Sanskrit shloka and then we'll translate it in English. Vasana dvida aprokta shuddha cha malina tata malina janmano hetu shuddha janma vinashini. So there are two types of vasanas. What are those vasanas? These are the impression on mind, two vasanas. Impure impressions causes birth, rebirth and death, and pure consciousness destroys the rebirth. That means the concept of birth, death gets vanishes from it. So what is the good vasana or bad vasana? Impure vasana is that vasana which takes you to the world, which keeps you in the samsara. Whereas pure vasana is like it takes you out of the world. You are remaining in the relative world, but no impact of the relative world on you. So, 7th shloka it is said, the liberated man of great wisdom, endowed with pure vasanas, are said to have understood what is to be known and do not again subject themselves to the prangs of rebirth. So, what he becomes is he becomes Jiwanmukta. So, what is a Jiwanmukta? Jiwanmukta is a person that he is remaining same person. He wears the same dress. He also enjoys the same company of people. Everything will be doing same, but his attitude towards world is all divine. He sees divinity in each and everything. 8th sloka. Jivan Mukta Padam Prapto. I shall tell you the noble-minded Rama attended the state of liberation while living. So now this Rama also, after listening to this Vasishtha Rishi, that means the whole chapter of Vasishtha Rishi, that is Yogavaasishtha, what happens is he got liberated while living. That means Jivan Mukta. Here this for the elevation of old age and death. So if you really want to come out of the death and the concept called as death as well as birth, you have to come out of that. And how you will come out of? Because of the Shuddha Vasana, what happens is your 6 fears goes off. What are the 6 fears? First is Jara, second is Mrityu. Jara means disease, Mrityu means death. Jara, Maran, Ashana, that means hunger. Pipasa means thirst. Shok means your sorrowful. Moha means your greed. So these are the 6 things. And if you really listen to the Yoga Vasishtha, all these 6 things will get dropped. And what happens is you will become deathless. Deathless means your body will not drop. And that is not the meaning. Deathless means you will not have fear for death. So you will not get by old age and fear by the old age and death. And accordingly, you will be always happy. So it will not affect your mind. 9th number shloka. Passing out of the school of learning, living happily in the house, those arose a longing in the Rama's mind to see the multitude of holy places in Hermitage. What has happened is now the story of Bharadwaja, in the story of Bharadwaja, what is happening is now the story of Rama is entering. So it is a story inside the story. These are all enchanting story which gives us the essence. So what is happening is now Rama has a longing to go to the place of holy hermitage and places. So he salutes his father, intent for a pilgrimage. He asks the request, permission from that, which his father, because he was loving Rama, he gracefully allows him to go. And then Rama goes from place to pillars, from the rivers to forest, and then he sees the whole condition of world. Returning there from there, he starts staying in his happy family. But then what happens is he got dejected because Rama was 16 years less, and got emancipated day by day like pure lake in summer. Because he was overpowered by the sorrowful thought, he became silent and inactive. So we should also see this is itself is a sadhana. We should not allow mind to become overpowered by us. And what happens is generally mind is overpowered by the sorrowful thought. It never gets overpowered by the friendly thoughts or good thoughts or maybe pleasures thought. It will not do that. So what is the takeaway of this first topic, Bharadwaj Prashna? In Bharadwaj has asked the question to his guru Valmiki ji in a soft tone. And then he asked, oh, what has happened to the Rama? How is attended the Jiwanmukta? Please tell me. And what he says is further is, you should not get overpowered by sorrowful thought. And you can become silent and inactive, but inside you should always have a bliss, bliss, bliss. So this was a topic which we dealt yesterday. Now we are starting the second topic that is called as Vishwamitra Gavanam, the arrival of the Vishwamitra. Now what has happened is first story was told regarding Bharadwaja. Now story is starting again, a enchanting story starting that Vishwamitra is coming to the Dasharatha's palace. So what happens is, even during this time, the Seja Vishwamitra arrived there. Then the king Dasharatha, having offered the Padya and Arghya, that is, what is Padya and Arghya? It is a water for washing feet, respectively offering a traditional ritual honor to the guest. So, subdued with folded hand, Dasharatha spoke to Vishwamitra. O sage, having come here, you are a superiorly pious and virtuous, have become worthy of veneration by me. So, we really respect you. Have come to our ashramas, our palace. That's what Dasharatha says to him. And we welcome you. What is your supreme wish? For what purpose you have come? Are you going to ask some donations? What is the purpose? What shall I do for you? Having heard the word of king, Vishwamitra spoke. What Vishwamitra told is a very beautiful thing. I practice religious discipline. For this fulfillment, you should spare me your two sons, noble-minded Rama of pure value, who is capable of destroying the Rakshasas causing obstruction to me. So there is to be Rakshasas who are causing the obstruction to this Rishi. What's the Rishi's name? And so we'll see that name later. So that he was getting disturbed. And then what he has is Dasharatha is, please give your spare Rama and Lakshman for us. So obviously then Dasharatha will get disturbed. Vasishtha told that these words to the king, who perturbed on the hearing from the Vishwamitra. If you do not keep words, who else will honor the words? Now Vasishtha Rishi is when he was not ready to give Rama and Lakshmana. Vasishtha Rishi then asked him to Dasharatha, how can you say that you are a king, you have to help them? So accordingly, the help has been extended. When Vasishtha told us, Vishwamitra heard from Rama's man. The Rama's man who was serving Rama, he heard lotus-eyed Rama after returning from pilgrimage has become melancholy. What is this melancholy? Durmana. His mind status is very bad and remaining silent and alone, holding everything as unreal. He is holding everything as unreal and spoke as follows. If it is so, please bring him here of a great wisdom and quickly here. Now, the Dasharatha has been asked by the Vasishtha Rishi, call Rama immediately. But what happens is Rama in any weather is coming. This delusion of Raghupati is neither due to the calamities nor due to the passion. This sorrow state which has come into the Rama, which is not due to passion, not due to the some good condition happening. It is dawn of wisdom in one possesses of discrimination, dismission. So it is only a dawn of the wisdom and possessed by, so discrimination, dispassion is told. What is this discrimination and dispassion? So you have to discriminate from, we have already taken 4 types of description. What are the 4 types of description? Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivek, Rajju Sarpa Vivek, then gold ornament Vivek, Sagun Sakar Vivek. So this Vivek we have done. So what is that? Reality is truth only. But we only project this is a human being, this is a man, this is a woman, likewise. So Vivek has been told. And discrimination means once you know the Vivek, then you start actioning that. Once you know that in this plate, food which we are about to eat, there is a poison, so you will not touch that food. Similarly, here also, when you know that there is a poison in this world, and we really are not here to correct them, we are here to correct our consciousness. That is only the purpose, we know that. So, with this discrimination and delusion, this passion, if the delusion is wiped off by proper reasoning, he will become certainly attain a peace. So, what Vasishtha Rishi is telling him, if Rama really listens to the Updesha, his mind will become quiescence, and when mind becomes quiescence, he will get samajdari, he will have understanding. You want the understanding out, there are 4 types of understanding. Who are you? That is the first understanding. Who is the God? Second understanding. What is the spiritual practice? That is the third understanding. And fourth is, what is this world? If you really know these all four, then you have met the day. So that's what we are trying to learn. And accordingly, we are going ahead with our Viveka, Asat Asat Vivek, Vastu Vivek, Sarparaju Vivek, ornaments, and gold Vivek, and Samudra Lata Vivek. So likewise, we are doing that. And if this delusion, that's what Vasishtha says, if the delusion is wiped out by proper reasoning. So what has to be done is, you have to give a proper reasoning. How will you do that? Samajhdari aana chahiye. You should have proper understanding. If you get proper understanding, everything will start falling in place. In the meanwhile, Rama has come there to worship the feet of his father. Bowed down to the father, two sages sat there on carpet, on the ground by the attendant. So Rama sat on the carpet. So such a humbleness has been told by Rama. Even though he was knowing that he's a Rama, he's avatar, still he has preferred to stay in the jail because he said he was feeling it is all happening because of him. So last shloka which we will be doing today is, then Rama questioned about the cause of his delusion by the king and two sages, to told these words duly and with a great details. Then Rama asked, how come? Because I am getting fed up. Rama got fed up because of three things. What are the three things? First is, everything is at the mercy of this God. So it is all, what he says, first is, it is all painful. Secondly, it is always sorrowful. And third is painful, sorrowful, and at the might of time. It every bit keeps on changing. That's why Rama was perturbed. And what Rama decided, if we really cannot solve the problem, I'll start taking the food and I'll dry like dry like a lake, which is in the summer how the lake dries up. So likewise, what is now the takeaway for the first and second topic? The first topic was Bharadwaj Prashna. Second topic was Vishwamitra Aganam. So now third will be Jivitam Dukkhamayam. Now it will be told to you that what is the Jivitam Dukkhamayam that we are going to see. And that we'll see tomorrow. But how to live your life? Lead a simple and disciplined life. Message is, lead a simple and disciplined life. The Yogavaasishtha is greater advantage of consciousness and joy. And we have to see that how we attain a total tranquility. We have already taken an example of three wells, and one person, when he jumps, another person jumps, and third person waits for his fellow cripple to come and then only jumps, so that he wants to share the happiness among all. So what is the takeaway of first and second topic is, monster is really an ego monster. This monster keep on troubling us. We have to really mind that mind. Unless you mind the mind, nothing is going to happen in your life. So likewise, we should have a dispassionate person who will be cheerful, happy, and blissful. You have to give wrong notions. So how to give wrong notions? Knowing is being. Whatever you are knowing is being, and then from that you will lead to the Chitta Shuddhi. So we will conclude with one shloka today. Satsangatve nitsangatvam nitsangatve nirmohatmam nirmohatve nishaltatve nishaltatve jivanmukta bhaja govindam bhaja govindam bhaja govindam. Through the company of the good, there arises non-attachment. Through the non-attachment, there arises freedom. Through the freedom, it arises a delusion. And then with the delusion is arises, there what happens is steadfastness increase, and there is through steadfastness there arises liberation in the life. So let us pray that Almighty, that He will also bring that very happy scene in our life, that we get a liberation this life only. How will we get a liberation? The relative existence will not trouble us. With this prayers, Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Shriram Chandra Arpanamastu. Submitting the divine fruits to the holy sweets of Shri Ramachandra. Takeaways, please. Yeah, Mahesh.
Satsangatve.
Yeah, Satsangatve Nitsangatve. So you have to go by step, you have to go into the detachment mode. Remain in the same world, do the same job, do everything similar. But remain, be happy, blissful, peaceful, cheerful, contented. Great. Yes, Sandeep.
For me, it will be liberation while living.
Yeah, living in a relative liberation. But outside world should not have impact on the mind. Great. Very good. See you tomorrow, all of you. Namaste.
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 Namaste.